Khashoggi was no ordinary tycoon. In the 1970s and 80s, he brokered arms deals worth billions, navigating a web of governments, spies, and tycoons. His empire was built on more than arms deals. His labyrinth of offshore companies and discreet financial maneuvers made him a master of moving money across borders. Decades after his peak, his shadow looms over an unlikely place, a quiet neighborhood in Ghaziabad in India, where a fake embassy thrived for 7 years, raising questions about a global nexus of money and deception. In Ghaziabad's upscale Kavinagar, tucked inside a residential stretch, stood a bungalow bearing an extraordinary signboard, Embassy of West Arctica.
A shocking incident has come to light from Ghaziabad, where a person was running a fake embassy. Right now you can see the visual. I would like to request my VJ Vivek to show you the visual of this KB35 Kavinagar complex. This is a bungalow where basically an embassy was being run by this main accused. And in this case, what we have seen that the UPSTF have found several documents and they have seized 4 vehicles with diplomatic numbers. Here you can see the visuals over here outside this very bungalow. Here 4 vehicles were parked with diplomatic numbers and they were seized by the UPSTF team from Ghaziabad.
No government emblem, no official diplomatic security. Just a 2-story residence with a name that suggested sovereignty. It was from here that Harshvardhan Jain, a 47-year-old MBA graduate from London, ran what investors now call a full-fledged fake embassy for 7 years.
After the arrest was made, various things were recovered from this fake embassy, like cash worth rupees 44,70,000, foreign currencies, fake passports, fake diplomatic number plates, cars, luxury cars with fake diplomatic number plates. So after now the case has been registered, Harshvardhan Jain has been arrested. These are the details that we're picking up while reporting from outside the fake embassy, which has been running for years now.
Jain posed as the Consul General for fictional micronations, West Arctica and Seborga, luring victims with promises of overseas jobs and business deals. From the so-called embassy, Uttar Pradesh STF teams have recovered 12 forged diplomatic passports, 18 fake diplomatic number plates, 44.7 lakhs in cash, foreign currency, 2 fake press cards, forged seals of the Ministry of External Affairs, and 34 seals from private companies and international organizations. The con extended beyond walls. Investigators say the now seized luxury vehicles bearing fake diplomatic plates were used to lure clients for foreign job placements or to park illicit funds under the guise of diplomatic immunity.
किस तरह के लोग आते थे? कोई अधिकारी आता था यहाँ पे?
मुझे इस चीज़ को पता नहीं है, ना मैंने देखा है। मतलब गाड़ियाँ 4 खड़ी रहती है, तो ये देखा हुआ है।
जो गाड़ियाँ थी कौन कौन सी गाड़ियाँ?
नंबर तो पता नहीं है सर।
नहीं, कौन सी कंपनी?
महंगी
गाड़ियाँ खड़ी रहती?
महंगी गाड़ी थी।
उसमें कौन कौन आता था? सुबह शाम किन लोगों का आना जाना था?
ये सर तो कुछ नहीं देखा हमने सर। जो कि बोला ये देखा था गाड़ियाँ रोड पर 4 खड़ी रहती थी।
The neighbors, completely unaware of what was unfolding behind closed doors.
मेरा रेजिडेंस पास में ही है और मैं यहाँ से निकलता बढ़ता देखता था, तो हमको भी ऐसा लग रहा था कि जैसे कोई फॉरेनर शायद यहाँ आए हुए होंगे या रहते होंगे, ये उनकी गाड़ियाँ होंगी, लेकिन ऐसा कभी ऑब्जर्व नहीं हुआ कि भाई ये कोई ऐसा एम्बेसी का भी मामला हो सकता है, जैसे अब सुनने में आया है कि भाई यहाँ कोई एम्बेसी चल रही थी.
The son of an industrialist J.D. Jain and a resident of KB45 Kavinagar used a nearby KB34 bungalow as the facade for his operation.
Right now we have arrived at the residence of Harshvardhan Jain, who is the main accused in a fake embassy case in Ghaziabad. Here you can see the visuals of his residence, and right now we will show you the visuals just outside his residence. Here you can see this is JD Jain's residence. Harshvardhan Jain's father, honorary animal welfare officer, Ministry of Environment and Forest, Government of India, Animal Welfare Board of India. So he is also part of the Animal Welfare Board, Mr. JD Jain, who is the father of Mr. Harshvardhan Jain, who is the main accused in connection with the case.
Police say Jain used digitally altered photographs showing him with the Prime Minister, the late President APJ Abdul Kalam, and other top leaders to project authenticity. Interestingly, the Jain temple in the area was built by Harshvardhan's father.
JD Jain से मुलाकात है आपकी?
हाँ उनसे डेली होती
कैसे इंसान?
डेली होती है
डेली होती है, अभी भी होती है।
हाँ
कहाँ, अभी घर में मौजूद है?
नहीं यहाँ मंदिर में आते हैं सुबह डेली
मंदिर में आते हैं।
बेन आगा
मैंने अभी उनके परिवार से बात करने की कोशिश, परिवार तो कह रहे हैं वो बाहर चले गए, कहीं विदेश गए हुए हैं, परिवार कह रहा है।
हो सकता है आज
कब मुलाकात हुई?
कल सुबह हुई थी
कल सुबह हुई थी, और पुलिस ने उनके बेटे को परसों पकड़ा है और आज वो कह रहे हैं कि वो विदेश चले गए।
तो हो सकता है कल चले गए हों।
और क्या क्या बिजनेस है इनका?
ये मंदिर इन्हीं का बनाया हुआ है
अच्छा, ये मंदिर उनका ही बनाया हुआ है।
पर्सनली वो अपने पैसे से।
अच्छा,
हाँ
ठीक है हमारे साथ तो उसके, जी हाँ।
समाज का कोई पैसा नहीं लगा हुआ।
Jain's ventures included bank accounts in Dubai, the UK, Mauritius, and India. His frequent travels, 53 trips to Dubai in a decade, hint at a role far beyond a local conman. But how does a man from Ghaziabad connect to Khashoggi's world? The investigation took a dramatic turn with whispers of a 20 crore transaction. STF findings suggest that Jain was a conduit for funds possibly linked to a nexus involving international arms dealer Adnan Khashoggi and his associates. From Monte Carlo to New York, Khashoggi's influence reached unlikely corners. In India, he was linked to Chandraswamy, a self-styled godman who held sway in elite circles. Chandraswamy, a tantric guru, was a power broker in the 80s and 90s. His ashram, a hub for political lobbying and shady deals. A close associate of Khashoggi, his network connected Indian elites to global players, including fraudsters like Ehsan Ali Syed. Investigators believe that Chandraswamy mentored Jain, providing the blueprint for the fake embassy. STF investigations indicate this trio, Khashoggi, Chandraswamy, and Syed, formed a nexus, operating through shell companies in London, Dubai, and beyond. These connections may have set the stage for Jain's audacious scheme, raising questions about how far Khashoggi's reach extended even after his death in 2017. Jain's companies, co-founded with Ehsan Ali Syed, spanned the UK, UAE, Mauritius, and Cameroon. From Khashoggi's world of arms and intrigue to a fake embassy in Ghaziabad, was Harshvardhan Jain a master manipulator or a puppet in a larger conspiracy? Was he a player or a pawn? And is the web of forgery and fraud the work of one man or a global syndicate hiding in plain sight?